G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again. I've been scouring my favourite internet movie databases and sites to find you the best of upcoming and recently released horror and thriller movies. And I've done a pretty good job, I think. I think I found something for everyone. Okay, well, maybe not Amber, but she understands. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Darkrealmers, the first one I've got for you today is called Seven Witches. And you'll see just from the trailer, it's very atmospheric, it's very dark and oppressive, and it seems to be almost like a costume drama because the costumes seem, great. They, so much with the period. Now, this story is basically about a young couple who are about to get married, but they don't realise that they are going to be the victims of a coven of witches and their curse. So let's check this.
They said it's the land of the free.
It's why we came to America in the first place.
We've found persecution wherever we've gone. We have moved on, but we have not forgotten.
Honey, I'd like you to meet the Sklar family.
Hi.
A toast to Rose and Aggie and your future life together. We all look forward to celebrating your wedding just the way you wanted it.
Oh my God. Thank you all for being here today.
Blessed, all of you. Are you ready? What is born of flesh dies of flesh. What is given to one is taken by another. We shall remain. They shall perish. Wait! No! Today, we live. All is right again.
Yeah, I'd say that one's definitely full of creep and atmosphere, and it looks like it's one of those movies that slowly builds up to a crescendo. Okay, now the next one I've got for you is actually a remake. Now, we all know Clint Eastwood, okay? His westerns are famous. But I found over the years that not many people have heard of or have discovered his movie, The Beguiled, okay? Because it was a very different role for Clint Eastwood, okay? This is a thriller, drama, psychological warfare type movie. Now, in the movie, Clint Eastwood played a soldier from the north who is wounded and is taken in by some girls and their headmistress from a southern girls' school. And because he's very handsome and he's a soldier and everything, and even though he's a damn Yankee, he weaves a spell over them, and they, some of the girls fall in love with him. And in this remake, Nicole Kidman plays the headmistress, okay, and Colin Farrell plays Clint Eastwood's role. Now, for some reason, Nicole and Colin have become like a Hollywood power couple in movies, okay, because they were in that great movie Before I Go to Sleep, okay. They were in The Railway Man, or Men, and this one, and there was another one that escapes my memory for the moment, okay. But they must have some great on-screen chemistry, or they must really work well together, or Hollywood must love having them together, okay. So check out this. This is the remake, and if you do want to check the original first, because that's always a good idea, so you don't base everything on your idea of this must be the movie, okay, check out the Clint Eastwood Beguiled. You can get that, I'm sure that's available to stream, but it's on DVD too, okay. And so we'll check out this trailer, okay, Darkrealmers.
We ask for your protection over our school, and we pray that we will be kept from harm throughout the night. Amen.
Miss Martha! Miss Martha!
Is he dead?
No, get him inside. Quick! You're a most unwelcome visitor, and we do not propose to entertain you.
You'll find them easily amused.
You won't be here long enough for that.
How did you end up in this place?
Why are you so interested in me?
I admire your strength.
I'm just trying to give them what they need to survive in these times.
If you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
To be taken far away from here.
Come with me.
He seems to be a sensitive person.
Does he?
Nina?
It seems the enemy is not what we believe.
I hope you like apple pie.
Is that my recipe?
It is.
I need rags. I need chloroform. Go to the smokehouse, get the saw, now. Bring me the anatomy book.
Can I get you anything?
Give me the key.
You know I'd get in trouble for that.
Oh, what have you done to me? You vengeful bitches!
Okay, well, maybe, just maybe, Amber could watch that one because it's more drama, more psychological manipulation, mind games, that suspense. Yeah, I'd say it's more suspense. So if you like period drama that has a dark atmosphere, then I think you'll enjoy Beguiled. But as I said, check out the original version first, and it's, as I've always said to you, Darkrealmers, it's a great way to check and see the differences in not only writing but in direction style. Now this is directed by Sofia Coppola, and I think that's you know, Francis Ford's daughter or niece. Don't quote me on that, but I know they're related anyway. And it'd be interesting to see how different direction styles are. Okay, this one's called Here Alone, and it's one of those sort of survival, post-apocalyptic, suspense, horror, drama type situations about a mysterious virus that's wiping out population, and a woman finds herself having to try and survive alone in the wilderness, you know, with sort of no experience and whatever, and so forth, until she comes across another group of survivors. And so this one looks more like it's going to be an interplay of drama and personality clashes. Now, you'll find, because in movies, you know, some directors are very good at this, having a group of people you know, that have different views, different social outlooks and upbringings and so forth, and that affects the dynamics of the group, okay? Now, sometimes they're really stereotypes, okay? Like you've got the evil one who, you know, stuff all of you, I'm going to survive at any cost. Then you've got the one, I will help anyone at any cost, okay? Now, and that can become a bit cliched, okay? I don't know what this one's like, okay? You'll have to check it out for yourselves. But tell me what you think in the comment section below after you've seen the trailer. Okay, Darkrealmers.
Pack everything up and do it as quickly as possible. Just pack everything right now. It's gonna be okay.
An incurable virus continues to ravage the population. We urge everyone to avoid human interaction. Afflicted are highly contagious and extremely dangerous.
Hi there, how are you? Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
Come on. Is he infected?
Thank you for what you did. Not a lot of people do that nowadays. So how long you been out here?
Since it started.
What happened to your family?
Don't touch me. Just get everything in the car.
I'm so sorry.
Hi there, how are you?
Those who stay die.
Most people would kill for this stuff. I mean, this place can only be paradise for so long.
You brought us out here for a reason.
Looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be.
I'm sorry.
Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
Okay, Darkrealmers. Now, lots and lots of people have been looking forward to the remake of Stephen King's It. Okay, I was a fan of the book and the original miniseries, although I've got to say it was a little bit flawed in my opinion. Like, you know, here's this powerful creature that's been around for generations and hundreds of years, and the way they kids kill it is with a pair of earrings that belong to the girl's mother, because, you know, like, it's got so much love and everything in it. To me, that seemed a little bit like Stephen King sort of went, oh, yeah, I've made this great big huge monster. How am I going to get rid of it? Okay, I'm not sure how they do it in this movie. Maybe it's something totally different, okay? But in this trailer, you'll see one of the most famous scenes of one of the characters, the little brother, running down and confronting Pennywise under the sewers. Yeah.
There you go. She's all ready, Captain.
Thanks, Billy.
Derry's not like any town I've ever been in before. People die or disappear 6 times the national average. And that's just grown-ups. Kids are worse. Way worse.
We all float down here.
I saw something. There was this...
A clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
Look. It's all connected by the sewers. That's where it lives. What happened? Bill?
If you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
Okay, Darkrealmers, now what I've got for you next is something very different. It's called a ghost story, okay? And it's not so much horror, it's more suspense, it's more psychological, a bit of a weepy, I think, too. Now, the story involves Casey Affleck, who plays a man whose life is suddenly cut short, and he comes back as a ghost. And he comes back as a ghost, dressed as a ghost, okay? The white sheet, the holes through the eyes, you know, the costumes that trailer trash parents give their kids on Halloween. Yeah, okay, so the costume department for this movie must have saved an absolute fortune. But he comes back to try and interact with his wife, but he finds that he's stuck in time and he can't actually interact with her, but he can only observe. And he gets pulled through different times and different memories and different parts of his life. So I sort of look at this one when I saw the trailer and thought of it, hey, this is probably Ghost with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze for the new millennium. Let me know what you...
When I was little, we used to move all the time. I would write these notes, and I would fold them up really small, and I would hide them.
What'd they say?
They were just like things I wanted to remember, so that if I ever wanted to go back, there'd be a piece of me there waiting.
What is it you like about this house so much?
History?
No place like home, that's a business.
A writer writes a novel. A songwriter writes a song. We do what we can to endure.
She finds someone else, leave me alone.
We build our legacy piece by piece, and maybe the whole world will remember you, or maybe just a couple of people, but you do what you can to make sure you're still around after you're gone.
Okay, Darkrealmers, this next one, called The Blackcoat's Daughter, is for all of you who like those movies about people trapped or people left alone to their own devices, where things build up and it's character studies and you sort of pick that one's the bitch, that one's going to be okay, all that sort of thing, okay? This one's about a girl, and for some reason she's not picked up during the holidays from her boarding school, and she's there with some other girls, and okay, this one's where you don't know who to trust. It's perhaps, you know, one of those movies where violence builds up and people take sides, which is very much part of how we do things in society anyway. Okay, maybe not to these extremes, of course, but hey, check this one out and see if this one's for you.
When you meet these people, do you say that she was murdered? Do you say that they had to do a blood test to see if her head matched the body?
Hey, Dad, just calling to see where you and Mom are, if you're coming.
Worst case, they come on Friday and everyone goes home and has a really nice break. After all, we can't let you live here.
You do know about the sisters, don't you? They worship the devil.
Catherine, is there something wrong?
Why are you doing this?
Do you believe in God, Joan? Ever tried to look for him? I look for him in the unlikely things that happen. Little coincidences.
Diddle, diddle, Blackcoat's daughter, what was in the holy water? Gone to bed on unclean bed, the angels, they forgot her.
There's something funny. You smiled a little.
Funny? No. Why? I mean, I just wish you could stay and see my performance. That's all.
Well, karma finds its way into everything, even Hollywood. And this is another one of those movies where the message is be careful what you wish for, and what goes around comes around, okay? This is about a girl who's given a music box that will grant any wish that she wants, okay? But there's a price to be paid, and every wish means there's something worse and worse going to happen. So put yourself in that position, and how much would you wish for before you said, nah, this is getting a bit yucky, okay? And this is very much like, if you remember movies like The Craft, where the girls got their revenge on their bullies by using witchcraft, but of course it was an abuse of power. And in Wicca, there's a saying that says 3 times 3, let them see. So that means basically, whatever you cast out to someone, if it's bad, you'll get it back 3 times worse. So it's like karma in everything, okay? So check this one out and see how much you'd be tempted to make a wish, Darkrealm.
Hey, Carl, look at this.
7 wishes.
Trying to drive here!
I wish Darcy Chapman would just like go rot. Oh my God. It's given me everything. Money, love.
At what cost?
You have to get rid of it.
Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Okay, Darkrealmers, did you know that at night when we're sleeping, our brain shuts down our body so that it prevents us from hurting ourselves in our sleep if we have nightmares and so forth? Okay, well, this is a true condition, okay, and there is a medical condition where patients actually wake up in a twilight zone between fully conscious, being fully conscious and being still asleep, and the victims are paralysed but they're still seeing things from their dreams. Creepy things, okay? I've watched documentaries on this and it's frightening. Now, Hollywood's taken this medical condition and they've turned it into a horror film, and believe me, when I saw some of the stuff these people were describing in this documentary, it was easy to understand why. So this one's called Dead Awake, okay, and it's very dark, very creepy, and you have to remember that it's based on you know, a real medical condition. Of course, that couldn't happen to you or me, could it? Could it?
What's making you scream at night?
Just a nightmare. You know, the one where you're falling and you're about to hit the ground.
Or how about when you wake up and you open your eyes but you can't move? It feels like something's holding you down. You know something's in the room with you. Something evil.
What you are describing is sleep paralysis. You see, when we sleep, the mind shuts down the body so we don't act out on our dreams.
It just feels so real.
You've seen it, haven't you? This is a case study conducted. The deaths of hundreds of people who died in their sleep. All of these victims reported seeing someone on top of them, strangling them.
This all just seems like superstition, right? It paralyzes its victims and crushes the life out of them.
The hag can paralyze your body, but not your mind.
Oh, God. I've seen it. It's real.
And once you can't fight it anymore, it takes you. That easy? You just stop believing in it? How do you stop believing in something you know is real?
Okay, Darkrealmers, that was the final I've got in my new release movie review for you. I hope that you found something within this video to make you race out and grab your tickets or mark your calendars or your diaries for their release dates, okay? There's some genuinely good-looking movies coming out there, okay? And hey, we're only at the end of April. it'll be really, really good to see if we can squeeze a few more in before the end of December, okay? Well, that's it from me. Let me know if there's any of the movies I've reviewed that you are looking forward to seeing. I know Amber won't be seeing any of them. Well, maybe a couple that I've sort of too terrifying, okay? But don't forget, leave a comment because I love hearing what you say anyway. But also, hit the subscribe button because we bring you some great reviews, both in books and movies, trivia, all the stuff to do with the world of horror. You know that by now. We love all that sort of stuff, okay? And I'll talk to you again very, very soon, Darkrealmers. But until then, if you can, after watching this, please stay in the light. Bye for now.